The file system interface. This is the part of the operating system that allows users and applications to interact with files and directories. We will explore the fundamental concepts of files, directories, and the various operations you can perform on them. Understand how these components work together to manage data storage and retrieval. What exactly is a file? At its core, a file is a named collection of related information that is recorded on secondary storage, like a hard drive or a solid-state drive. Let's break down some of the key characteristics of a file. First, files provide persistent storage, meaning that the information stored in a file remains intact even when the computer is turned off. Second, a file is a named entity, which means that it has a specific name that you can use to identify and access it. Third, files are created by processes, such as when you save a document or create a new image. Fourth, files exist beyond process termination, meaning that they continue to exist even after the process that created them has finished running. Finally, files can be shared between processes, allowing different applications to access and modify the same data. Files have several attributes that describe their characteristics. Some common attributes include name. This is a human-readable identifier. Type. This is the format or structure of the file. Size. This is the current size in bytes. Location. This is the physical location on the device. Protection. This is the access control information, and timestamps. This includes when the file was created, modified, and last accessed. Now let's discuss the basic file operations that you can perform on files. These operations include create, which means generate a new file. Write, add data to a file. Read, access file contents. Seek, reposition within a file. Delete, remove a file. And truncate, remove contents of a file. Here's an example of how to perform basic file operations in the C programming language. First, we declare a file pointer, which is used to access the file. Then we open the file for writing using the fopen function, specifying the file name and the mode, which is W for writing. Next, we write to the file using the fprintf function, which takes the file pointer and the string to be written as arguments. Finally, we close the file using the fclose function to release the resources associated with the file. This example demonstrates how to open a file, write data to it, and then close it, which are fundamental operations when working with files in C. Let's explore the common methods for accessing files. The first method is sequential access. In this method, information is processed in order, one record after another. This is the most common method for text files. The second method is direct access. In this method, file records can be read in any order. This is essential for database systems and applications requiring random access. And the third method is indexed access. In this method, an index provides pointers to various blocks, and it allows both direct and sequential access with improved efficiency. A directory is a file system cataloging structure that contains references to other files and directories. Directories organize files into a hierarchical structure, provide naming and location services, enable file grouping and organization, supports navigation through the file system, and contains metadata about files and subdirectories. Here's an example of a directory structure, starting with the root directory, which contains subdirectories such as home and bin. The home directory contains user directories, which in turn contain files such as documents and images. This hierarchical structure allows you to organize your files in a logical and efficient manner. There are primarily two types of directory organization. The first one is single-level directory, where all files are contained in the same directory. It is simple but limited, and there is no grouping capability and potential naming conflicts when multiple users share the system. The second type is hierarchical directory, where directories can contain both files and other directories, creating a tree structure. It provides better organization, efficient searching, and grouping capabilities. You can perform several operations on directories. These include create, which is to create a new directory in the specified location. Search, which is to find a file or subdirectory within a directory. List, which is to display all files and subdirectories in a directory. Delete, which is to remove a directory, if it is empty or recursively. And rename, which is to change the name of a directory. Here is a C code example of directory operations. This code demonstrates how to create a directory, list its contents, and then close the directory stream. Mounting is the process of making a file system available to the system's directory tree, allowing access to its files and directories. Mounting attaches a storage device to a specific location, which is a mount point. It enables access to files on different physical devices and creates a unified directory structure. It also allows transparent access across different file systems and can be performed manually or automatically at boot. The diagram shows a mount point labeled USB inside the mount directory. There is a dotted line showing the connection and the label M, along with the text mount point. Here is a quick summary of the topics we have covered. Files are named collections of related information with attributes like name, type, size, and protection. Directories are organizational structures that contain references to files and other directories in a hierarchy. Access methods such as sequential, direct, and indexed access provide different ways to interact with file contents. And mounting is the process of attaching storage devices to the file system tree for unified access. Next, we will explore file system implementation and learn how operating systems implement file systems, including allocation methods, free space management, and efficiency considerations. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.